have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend.
I'm so goddamn tired of being the fifth wheel, or the third wheel. And I got into it with my friend today. And then she was like, well, it's a lose-lose. Either they don't invite you, and then you're hurt because you're left out.
Men are no longer attending these singles events.
A man walks into a mixer like this, singles mixer, and all the women turn their nose up at him and turn their backs to him and start talking to each other.
Fellas, start signing up for these events. Start going to these events. I like these events because it makes it easy to approach someone, and it makes it easy for someone to approach you.
And because of that, these women are losing their minds.
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as the truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go.
You're spot on. Why on earth would these men even bother going to singles events when they keep hearing women say, I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man for anything?
Right? It's like, okay, cool. Enjoy that independence, but now, all of a sudden they're singing a different tune saying, I don't want to be independent anymore, talk about a plot twist.
Seriously. They finally realized that they actually do need a man in their lives. It's like a light bulb went off, and they're thinking, wait, I've been lied to this whole time.
I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I was sitting over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I made a salad with craisins.
I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T. Do you know what that mean, man? I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T. Do you know what that mean?
Went to a singles mixer, and only women showed up. Attempted going to a singles mixer in downtown Phoenix. The ratio of men to women was way off. We left after maybe 40 minutes, but hey, we tried.
Okay, I'm confused. What happened to strong, independent women don't need no man? What happened to women not wanting to date men anymore? What happened to lonely, single, and desperate men would do anything to get a woman? For some reason, the math is not mathing. Because from what I'm hearing about singles events, it's flooded with women. Women are looking for relationships. Women are looking for relationships despite whatever they're saying online, that they prefer to be alone without men. See, women are not being truthful. They come online and they say they don't need a man. They don't want to be in a relationship. They don't want to settle. But then when you see a singles event, it's primarily all women. Where are the men? Yeah, we know where the men are because they don't want to deal with it anymore. You see, there's a big difference. When women say they don't want something, they actually want it. When a man says he doesn't want something, he means it.
Let's see the comments section. I got a dog to walk barbells to press and my guitar ain't going to play itself. Who gives a crap about singles mixes?
2 years after my divorce, went out on 3 dates, too much has changed. And it's sad, 4 years, single now, happiest I've ever been, the Lord will give it if I need.
These things are just for women. Why would men go to mixers to be told we're thirsty?
They're so strong and independent until they need a man to come bail them out of their misery. Stay strong, fellas, don't fall for it.
They're so strong and independent until they need a man to come bail them out of their misery. Stay strong, fellas. Don't fall for it.
This is probably why I'm going to be single. Forever. Not really by choice. It's not about being insecure. It's about staying the fuck in your lane. Because honestly, when it comes to the whole finding a wife thing, a lot of men want women to cook and clean. And I'm just like, not going to fucking cook and clean. Cook! Like, I've been eating canned fucking tuna for the past 15 years of my fucking life.
What did you say?
I'm not cooking for myself. Why the fuck am I going to cook for you? So I get why you would not want to choose a woman like me to be your wife. I don't really look like a wife either. I'm pretty. I get it. Thanks to mom and dad. Shout out to Big G. But like, I am not prim and proper. I'm not going to be a trophy wife. Okay. My hair, highlights. Yeah. That's the most type of upkeep that I do. I don't even shave my legs. I go months without shaving my legs. So I am a DJ. Okay. Travel the world. I get paid to party. I'm around men. No one's going to fucking take me seriously. No man that wants an ambitious woman. They lie. women with ambition are women that can't be controlled. You have a voice. Your voice gives an opinion. Men don't like women to have opinions. So in conclusion, amongst a lot of other things, I just feel like I'm going to be single forever. Not because of me not choosing men, but because men not choosing me. Because clearly, I just don't make the fucking cut.
I think we can all agree that a good man would be better off without her. I mean, she's practically waving a red flag saying, I'm not wifey material.
Right? Look at the way she lives her life. After 15 years, instead of mastering the art of cooking, she's been too busy surviving on canned food. Gourmet chef? More like a canned goods connoisseur.
And what's the deal with cleaning? Does she think that's a hobby for people with too much time on their hands? I can only imagine the state of her place.
The comments are, I would hate to see her living space, her toilet bedroom got to be nasty.
She needs to sit down with an elder who can explain to her the ramifications of the choices she makes.
Hope you like cats.
You're a can of tuna, Lady Bow. You're right, stay in your lane. You're not wifey material at all. Yes, you don't make the cut at all.
She's just talking shit. She'll be miserable in 3 months. But then again, there is men that can't do better that will pick her up.
It's not an enjoyable experience for me, and I don't like any of you.
It's Friday night and I'm dressed up and going out for a change. There's a singles event, Trading for a Lady, run by a radio station, Triple N, and I'm going with my best friend who I've known for 20 years, and I've got this cute outfit which I never get to wear. So, either way, if it's a little bit lame, we can always leave and go to the fried ice cream place nearby. So wish me luck. Cheers!
Well, I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a Fishing for Love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies. Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups, specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interests that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP'd. So let's talk about why men are not RSVPing and attending these singles meet and greets. So I read something that said that men are just more spontaneous, they just want to show up, but I don't think that's true because men have no problem buying their season tickets to a football game a year in advance, being on time for their fantasy football event, being at a 7 a.m. golf tee time. So the issue must be that they're just not interested in attending these singles meet and greets. I also read that men don't really like the pressure of meeting a woman in a formal dating experience, and they prefer meeting a woman naturally, like at a bar or a concert. But like, don't we all? Now remember, I chose an event that men love doing, and I get men here every day at my farm fishing. I chose a fishing event because as an event planner, I know that I have to always have something for men to be doing. Men don't enjoy just standing around talking like women do. So that's why I chose fishing as the predominant activity. And yet they still didn't want to come. So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events. Because all I hear is them on social media talking about how lonely they are and how they all want to meet a woman and how much they hate the apps.
Isn't it hilarious how surprised she is that no man showed up to the singles event? Like, what did she expect, a red carpet and a marching band?
The comments are, what part of men are done are we having trouble understanding?
Someone replied they refuse to hear it. They bring nothing but destruction their egos won't allow them to hear.
We don't want to feel worthless, to go and to be rejected again, not a good feeling when it would be multiple women simultaneously, not good for egos.
Dating isn't worth it anymore. It would also ruin fishing for most guys.
Men go fishing to get away from women. It's incredible how little women understand men.
With me to a singles event in Atlanta for Valentine's Day. I'm a little late, but we ain't gonna talk about it. Y'all, let's get into this venue. Like, look how amazing this apartment venue was. They had these cards so that you could, like, start conversations and ask questions for people. Of course, there was way more women than men, but it was a free event with drinks and food, so can't complain for real.
In case you didn't notice, There are only a handful of men at these singles events compared to the sea of women. It's like a fishing trip with no fish in sight.
Exactly. You'd think they'd get the hint after the first couple of events. If it's a matchmaking event but there are only 3 eligible bachelors, that's a red flag, not a love boat.
That's why I do not go to those mixers anymore. When you go, it ends up being nothing but women. And to those men that like to say you can't find women, you can't approach women, you know, they're there at these mixers. It's a beautiful, successful women who are making a conscious effort to put themselves out there to meet someone. And before you start hating, oh, there's just a bunch of women that can't find nobody. And there's a lot of people out there that can't find anybody. Young, old, black, white, rich, poor. These women are actively putting in the work to make themselves available.
That's right.
Guys, you really don't even have to spend money at these events. Fellas, start signing up for these events. Start going to these events. I like these events because it makes it easy to approach someone, and it makes it easy for someone to approach you. Classic stuff. I'm putting this out there because I want to start going to them again. Yeah, sign up for them. Just sign up for someone, and it makes it easy for someone to approach you. That classic stuff. Putting this out there because I want to start going to them again. Yeah, sign up for them. Just sign up.
Ah, yes. You can practically smell it. The desperation is off the charts. It's like a cologne called Desperate Dreams or something.
Right? What's with her trying to force men to show up to these events anyway? It's not like they're standing outside holding signs saying, please, let us in.
This next clip you will see this man detailing how he witnessed a man getting embarrassed at a mixer.
This paradigm, if you would. A man walks into a mixer like this, singles mixer. And so he decides to approach his table with a group full of women. Mm-hmm. And all the women turn their nose up at him and turn their backs to him and start talking to each other. He approaching the next woman and she's like, you too short. Next. Then he walks up to the other woman and she's like, you look like you broke. No. Then he walks up to the next woman and he's like, well, I don't know what it is about it. It's something about him that I don't like. So she rolls her eyes at him and acts disinterested and looks at her phone.
These women obviously aren't there for the right reasons. They're just looking for men to boost their egos. It's like a trophy hunt for self-esteem.
Right? They act like mixers are this magical place where serious daters go to find love. But let's be real, it's more like a game of musical chairs with way too many players.
Exactly. If you're not the man they want, watch out. They'll treat you like a spare tire, only useful when their main option is flat.
So a word of advice if you do decide to brave the mixer scene, just remember it's all about survival of the fittest. Bring your A game or your sense of humor, because you'll need both.
To a singles mixer, and only women showed up.
Tonight I'm going to a Jewish singles event alone in Miami Beach, so come with me on this solo journey. It's a solo mentality summer, guys. We're traveling alone, we're going out alone, we're meeting out people, regardless of who's there. This is the fit. Can't go wrong with Skims. It's a classic. Uber's here. I'll take you with me. Currently in the Uber, live updates to come soon.